I'm so happy to introduce Neshama Franklin. Neshama lives in Northern California, and we will have time to get to know her after this story. And telling with Neshama, an exceptionally handsome guy, a little bit mysterious, and he's wearing sleeves. No, I'm just playing. It's me. I don't usually tell. I don't tell stories that often, and not with this group. So, having been a part of this group for more than a year, and us all working together, it's an absolute honor to be telling along such gifted tellers and gifted humans. And Neshama, are we ready to roll?
We are.
Take it away, young lady.
Okay. Well, I bet you out there have had a bad hair day. I had an entire bad hair childhood. Not when I was born. I mean, they said, look at all that hair. But it was silky and it was curly and it was cute, and so was I. And then 3 years later, a trifecta of misery descended upon me. First, there was my sister, the interloper, who was cuter than I was. And then our mother got TB and was sequestered. And then I got scarlet fever and measles simultaneously. And when I emerged from that siege, there had been changes. My hair was frizzy and rebellious and tangled, and so was my personality. And my parents were appalled. I mean, they couldn't do much about my personality, but my mother dragged me to the hair person who gave me a treatment to relax it. And you should know there's nothing relaxing about this treatment. It's really toxic. It burns your scalp. And luckily, it didn't have to happen all the time. And when my hair was straight, I knew it didn't look like me. It looked very stiff. But when I was between treatments, kids, you know how mean they are? When they were feeling not so mean, they'd call me fuzzy. And when they were feeling really mean, they called me Brillo. And it made me furious, and it made me so ashamed.
Cookie, your curls, they're beautiful. That's my mother, and she's right. I've got these soft, silky curls, got a big smile. We've got photos. It's a long, long time ago, though. I'm only 7 years old. And then things change. It's a trifecta of change, really. There was the divorce, then 2 new families, and then my hair. It changed. And now it's not silky and it's not soft, not like my new siblings or my friends' hair. No, it was big and wide and thick and knotty and frizzy. I had a Jufro. Things had changed and it felt like they were never changing back. And my hair, over time, it becomes more and more unmanageable. And I'm getting older too, and I'm becoming that way too. More and more unmanageable. Cookie, stop fighting. It's beautiful, but she's wrong. I'm furious. This is a bad hair childhood. But now I'm becoming a man. It's my bar mitzvah. Big day. Gotta look good. So I go to my hairstylist. Yep. I'm almost 13. I don't go to a barber. I go to a hairstylist who every month works some kind of magic, makes my hair okay, at least for a couple of days. No Jufro. When she's done on that day, I go home. I get dressed for the big day, and we take a family photo.
Well, the rite of passage back in upper middle class New York Jewry was the oil painting. And there I was, luckily between treatments. So my hair was a little more normal to me, not so relaxed. And when we finished that sitting, my mother over her shoulder said, "Oh, we're going to the hairdresser." And when we hit the sidewalk, we heard a bellowing from 4 stories up, and we looked up, and from the 4th floor atelier, out of that window, the artist bellowed, "Don't touch the hair!" And so I got another little reprieve from that torture. But when I got to junior high, there were going to be changes. I was going to be a dancer, and I decided I would grow my hair long. This kind of hair doesn't grow long, it grows wide. And so I trapped it and I screwed it into a bun and I stabbed these kind of, I call them armaments of bobby pins and combs to make it lie down. And it gave me headaches, but I did kind of look like a dancer. And when I let it loose, you know, it's supposed to swirl around, but it just stiffened out there. And this was my hair, my identity, my burden. And then I got married, and then I had children. And then, with these school-age children, we moved to the country. And I took along with me that burden of hair.
It's the big day. I'm going to become a man. It's my bar mitzvah. And we take that family photo. And that family photo, that big picture of us, me, my mother, that family, it hangs in our living room. Everybody's smiling, including me. And my hair, for that day, it's okay. It's manageable. But then right away, boom, it's back to the big frizz, wide, never long. It's been that way for several years now. And all I wanted, what I wanted, was to have hair like everybody else, like my classmates, like my camp mates, everybody else who had that hair that was straight and soft. And wow, how it must be so nice just to comb it with a brush or a comb. And it does exactly what you want, but not mine, never mine. I didn't comb it because I couldn't comb it. Oh, I did other things. I gelled it, I moussed it, I fought it hard. Sure, I could wear a hat, but that would only make it look worse. Cookie, stop fighting. Relax, Cookie. No, I know. Believe me, I know how absurd all of this is. I'm in high school. I'm not a little boy anymore. And I want to ask her out. Her name is Karen. But no, not with this hair. I mean, guys like me with hair like this, they don't get girls like Karen. They don't get any girls, really. Look, sure, I get it. Some guys with my kind of hair, I mean, they seem okay. They seem fine, but I don't know. I'm different. I'm not fine. And now I'm moving into college and then even into my 20s. And all that time, still, I dream one day, maybe, this mess, this frizz, this jufro, all of this hair, it'll be fixed. Go back to the way it was.
So there I was in the country with this hair, and you should know how tired my arms felt trying to get a comb through it, and how long it took to dry. It felt like 5 hours. And finally, it dawned on me that I wasn't going to be a professional dancer after all. And I turned to my cousin Vikitsa and I said, just cut it. Now, she's not a hairdresser. She's an artist, but she's intrepid. And she picked up the scissors and she started to snip. And as each of those, I think of them as Medusa strands, fell to my feet, my head got lighter and lighter and lighter. It started to float off my neck. And what were we left with? Well, it was a jufro. It was glorious. Me and Kathleen Cleaver, this was the 70s. It felt just right. Finally, I had found the hair I should have. And, you know, from that day to this, as you can tell, I've never looked back.
I moved to the city, New York City. I get busy, but it's there. It's always there, that hair. It's supposed to change, right? They tell you, what is it, every 7 years or so? But it hasn't changed. It's not going to change. But something does happen. Maybe there's hope. I'm in my late 20s. I start to lose it. Not much, but enough. Okay, so it won't go back. But maybe I'll just get rid of it. All of it. But I can't do that. What will people say? What is everybody going to say about me? Cookie. So I don't. It's July 2002. I'm traveling for a few weeks in Honduras and it's hot. It's really, really hot. There's a barber over there. It's not a hairstylist, but I walk in, I say, cut it off. He says, all of it? I say, all of it. Just cut it. And he does. And it falls to the floor. All that fucking frizz is gone. No more jufro. I feel different, lighter, almost like I'm floating in Honduras. But nobody knows me here. When I get back to New York, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? A week later, I'm back in New York. And you know what? Most people, they don't even notice. Those that do, they say, Sean, man, that's a good look. And I say, yeah, it is. It feels right. I smile. Bald. My bald. Now that is beautiful. But there's one person who doesn't agree. Sorry, Ma. At least I'm not fighting it anymore. The cookie never looks back. Thank you.